Hey guys, Jeffries here and welcome to That's right guys, we are back in Minecraftopolis. Can you believe it? It has been so long since I actually made a video on this series. That doesn't mean I haven't been playing the game. I've been on Minecraft constantly. I've been observing, I've been looking at, I've been trying to do, and a lot has changed in the city since the last episode. For a start, nothing has changed at this end, but it will do. We are currently standing in what will become Docklands, and this is going to be probably one of the smallest areas of the city. I'm trying to find somewhere high that I can go. There we go. If I stand here, all of this area here is going to be Docklands. Those farmlands will be taken care of, they won't be there anymore. That slime island will probably still be there, but different. That show house, that will be gone. The tower will be staying, but obviously the solar panels on the roof will be going, and the capacitor bank there will be going. But everything else is pretty much going to stay as it is. These hills will be flattened slightly, take care of that. And then this station here will actually be developed and become a proper station, and not just this box with a staircase in it. So this is this end of the city. The mob spawner is still inside there, although that will be changed into something else. Haven't fully decided what yet, but actually this is a good opportunity to say what's going on down this way, because this section of the city here, where this factory is, this is going to become the sort of industrial sector of the city. And this gives me a really good chance to actually do a little bit of construction work, which is what I wanted to start off today's episode with. Basically, we've got the Steve's cart down here somewhere, which is almost impossible to find at times. Where is it? Over here. And I imagine it's run out of juice. That's one of the problems. Yes, see, it's totally out of juice. I could perhaps stick some... Yeah, that gets it going again. So that should actually get it cutting down trees again, hopefully. Let's see if I can dig myself a straight line across here. But we're actually going to change it so that this coal, which is no longer in there, actually has somewhere to go. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of this tesseract. Don't want tesseracts anymore, they're ugly. It's a bit of a cheaty way, considering we're supposed to be building an actual city with actual infrastructure. To have a device that teleports items is very, very cheaty in my opinion. Alright, so the cart is off again. Is it actually cutting? Ah, I think it needs diamonds. Okay. Tell you what, because it needs diamonds, that gives me a chance to show you something else. You might see that waypoint directly in front of me saying the bank. Now this is going to be probably the biggest building on the server for now. It will be surpassed in the future, but for now it's the biggest building on the server. And yet, from the surface, it actually looks very modest. There's nothing special going on here. There's a skeleton there, which I'd very much like to avoid, and there's a witch, which I definitely want to avoid. But here we go. This is the bank. You can get an idea of what it's for by the fact that we've got all these molecular assemblers in the centre. Oh, forgot spiders can climb walls. Right. So yes, this is the bank. We have a huge ME system down here. Massive. Probably one of the biggest ME systems you guys might have ever seen. And the reason being is everything in this city can be done automatically or manually. And this is the auto center. So down here formerly we had the 3 terminals. They're now positioned on a mezzanine floor up here. So we have the crafting terminal, we have the pattern terminal, and the interface terminal. This is an input. Again, this will be changed. This will become wired up using conduit. But this is how the system's going to work. We've got all these molecular assemblers. They're in charge of actual crafting, things that you would otherwise be able to do on a crafting bench, crafting table. Apart from that, everything else, things that need to be crafted in machines, they're all taken care of on this floor down here. So we've got sag mill, we've got the alloy smelter. This is where all the ore goes to get processed. Down here we've got our little pool of water where we create flux crystals. and here we've got some rolling machines to create rails, and over here we've got some more rolling machines to create more rails and rebar. So that's a small section of this crafting area that we've got going on. Also through here we've got these chargers, although this one doesn't actually work because it needs an extra interface attached to it, so I might change that. But that's that side of things done. Up here we've got the inscribers to create processors. Now some of these are supposed to be done automatically, but they're currently not. This one here is the only one that's controlled via an interface, which I think goes in at the top. But everything is auto-craftable that we currently need, I should stress. Not everything is auto-craftable, but it will be in the future. Because actually one of the things I want to do, and I might do this off camera but for this episode, is move all of this crafting system so that it's entirely underground. And we're going to have lots of different crafting processes, just to make sure that lots of different things can be processed and crafted at any one time. But the reason I'm here is to collect some diamonds, to get our little tree cutter cart going again, and I also want some logistics pipes. Now I created some fluid pipes, but what I actually want is normal logistics transfer pipes, which are these ones. So we want a provider. I think I've got all this stuff. Nope, I need the basic logistics pipe. Ah yes, that's why I have the diamond transport pipes. Now this stuff I don't, oops, this stuff I don't have. Ah, I need an assembly table. Okay, I can't do that right now. Although I can do it with just transport pipes, I suppose. I'm trying to find a good way to actually do this. That's a good way to do it. Except I haven't got any glass. I've already not got any glass. That's better. These are the kind of things that actually I need to put into, wrong one, into this. So let's clear that because we don't need that. Let's put transport in here again. Right, so I want to create this. First thing I want is to create glass. We'll put that in a pattern. We'll take that and put that there. Now I want to create this. Take that, put that there. And then I want, I think cobblestone would do. Although there's a clay one somewhere. Is that clay? Yeah, it's an insertion pipe. So I'm going to grab some cobblestone. Or at least cobblestone pipes, and I'm going to grab the clay pipes as well, like so. Now I'm going to go to the interface terminal. I'm going to go down to the molecular assemblers, and I'm going to put one there, one there, one there, and one there. Now if I go back to this one, put in transport, there you go, clay ones are available to be crafted. So I want, let's say 3 of these. That should get on and do that for me. Cobblestone, we're going to need lots of cobblestone ones. There's the clay. We made 8. I think that's the minimum you can have. There's the wooden one. Whoops, that's clay again. I want cobblestone, and I think, let's say 200 of these. These create very, very quickly. See how quick that was? That's very quick. Whoops, no, don't want diamond. Cobblestone. And cobblestone. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go back to the creosote factory and the charcoal factory, because I have some stuff that I want to do in order to link all these coke ovens. I mean, first of all, they are linked up. They're linked up to that barrel that we saw. But I'm going to make it now so that they're linked up. Go into hover mode. So that they're linked up to the boilers that are in that factory. So I'm going to get on with that. I'm going to do that off camera so that you guys don't have to watch me do absolutely everything. But when we come back afterwards, we'll start working on the next part of this episode. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so as you can see, our little cart is going around again and is working. All of these trees now have been cut down, which is fantastic. we had some wood being dropped off down here. I currently got these saplings just bouncing around down there. I have no intentions of picking them up whatsoever. It's just to empty this barrel a little bit so we can get some more saplings put in there if need be. We have this working now. Although at the moment it doesn't look like it's working how it should be. Why is that? This is all connected, right? Yeah. Let's put on extract on green. Let me have a look at that quickly. It might be because I locked it without putting anything in it first. If I do this now. So that's going to be... yeah, there's two there. That's going to be pumped along, pushed down that way. And that, I'll show you very quickly, goes along. Basically, it follows this fluid duct, which I actually need to replace the floor for. Let's just do that. We need to get some covers to go along this section here. But as you can see, that's a solid fueled firebox. I don't know why I've got a liquid duct, fluid duct going into that. There we go. These are the two liquid ones. They take creosote, they burn it up, they turn it into steam. That should be a continuous thing now. This one here, which again, there is an ender chest, which I need to get rid of, which is around here. Let's just get rid of that. And in fact, temporarily, I'm going to get rid of a lot of this. What's that? That's charcoal. Okay. Let's just scoot through here. We'll get rid of this barrel as well. Right, we need to keep the fluid conduit, so I need to put that back. Like so. Except not like that, because that's not right at all. Do I have my wrench on me? No, I do not. Well, that's a pain. Because actually, yes, that's a massive pain. Okay, hang on. I can fix this. I can fix this. What we'll do instead is we'll have... nope, that's steam. I can fix this. In fact, does that mean that these turbines are full? Yeah, I think the MFSUs downstairs are full. Which brings me on to the next part of today's episode, actually. First thing I'm going to do is just lay that there. And then I'm going to lay this one. See, I don't want it to connect, that's the problem. So what I might do instead is... if I move this along one, which I can do... was it clay? Got loads of time. Basically, this cobblestone is a very, very slow solution, but because I like watching the materials go along, I've kept it. Basically, that's the only reason. Right, do that. We'll do that. We'll get rid of that one as well. So let's see, those two are joined by that. If I join those two there, can I make this go up and over? Ah, see, no, because we've got steam going in now. Can I disable these? Will that keep steam in the pipe? I think it does. Well, that's a royal pain. In that case, I'm going to need two reservoirs. Or, I could stick to my original idea and have a pump. I don't know right now. I feel like I need to do something quick, otherwise these are going to explode. These are full of water, actually, so... there's not much pressure there, if you'll pardon the pun. Okay, let's have another look at this. I can't dig down too far. Oh, actually, no, I can. There's a metro station under that section there, so I can dig down here by the looks of it. Yeah, okay. That makes life a little bit easier. So there's the fluid duct that I need to avoid. That's the top of the metro station. Okay. Ah, yes, you can see where I've filled it in. Let's get some dirt and do this properly. So one of the problems with building this city is there's a lot of areas where I have just gone round with just a filler and filled in the landscape and not really had a look at what it is that's underneath. It's a bit of a pain, but it's not too bad. It's very quick to fix. You just go around with some dirt and fill in the gaps, basically. Need to fill this in as well. There we go. Okay, so the fluid conduit is going to go... I don't know why I dug down there, because I could have dug down... let's do it there. It's going to go from here, along here, and then up again into that one. Because I can't do it there, because that's where the conduit is. Okay, brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So I need some more conduit, which I'm going to go back and make now. We'll come back in a second. We'll have all of this set up, all this piped up, and we'll have some kind of pump or reservoir as well, actually providing the water. So bear with me a second, guys. I will be back. Okay, guys, so that's all done. Piping's finished. Let me pop upstairs quickly and I'll show you it. This is one on the metro stations, by the way. They haven't got names yet, but each one's got a distinctive style, which I think I've already shown you guys. So I need to come up with names for these stations soon. Basically what we've got is a reservoir just below my feet here, which feeds these fluid conduits here, and there's also two which go into these coal-fired ones as well. And then it's as the same as before. Steam comes out the top, goes across into these two turbines, gets turned into power, gets pumped downstairs into what is already a full set of MFSUs. I think that's what they're called, which is fantastic. Over here we've got a little cart again going round doing its job. Most of these are now filling up, which is good news. I think some of these are filling up. Quite possibly one or two of these are filling up. We've got a lot of coal going in, so I'm going to turn off the smelter again. I think there's a way of doing it through that, but I don't know. There used to be a way. So now all the wood comes along into here. Some of the coal I should have pumped back into the system really, but I don't think that's going to work. Well, lots of creosote going down here though, which is always good to see. Means that there's a furnace up there somewhere, or a boiler up there somewhere that's working. Yeah, all these ones are starting to be filled up with wood, which is good. Some more of these are getting filled. But right, yes, the reason why I'm worrying about this in today's episode is because I want to get the railway finished, or at least this first line. Now, I can't really show you it on the map that much because I did a server restart, which means that a lot of the map is currently missing. But basically, if I run along this tunnel, we'll come out. First of all, we'll go underneath the apartment building, which is still not finished. I still need to get around to doing that, although I've got a new way of doing it. I've got a new idea. It's just a case of at least putting the windows in, and then everyone can decorate their apartment however they wish. I think that's going to be one of the best ways of doing it. Let's just stick some marble in there for now. It's all going to get replaced at some point anyway. So yeah, we come along down here, keep coming along this tunnel. Very long tunnel, this one actually. Very long tunnel. This is the apartment station. As you can see, there's a crossover on this side, and there'll be a crossover on this side as well. These stairs I think I'm going to get rid of. I don't think we're going to need them anymore. Obviously we're going to block all this in. Get rid of this chasm. Carry on going down this tunnel. We get to this section here, which is going to be a huge yard. It's going to be tracks flying up and over all over the place. This is another... where is it? That way. That's another track, which is going to join up with this track at a section which I'm yet to show you. This is going to be the main station. It's made of wood, which is a little bit dangerous. But this is Central Station we're underneath now. So if I come up these stairs, you'll see the bank is there, and the Central Station is here. This is a part of the city which is going to be known as the hub. And I don't want to die, so let's get out of the way of that. Yeah, this is the hub. This is where all of the main sections of the city are going to be. So the bank, the power stations, the Central Station, the apartment block. I think that still counts as being part of the hub. I can't remember now. If not, then that will be part of something else. And then we've got this Central Station here, which I've already said. These two are blocked off at the moment, but I will be sort of boring those tunnels out in the very, very near future, possibly in an episode. And if we go along this way, see the track starts to slope up, because at this point here it becomes an elevated line. And it goes along this way. This is actually a bridge over the river. You can see the water below. I'm going to widen the river, because I quite like the river. I think it looks quite cool. It's a key feature. the fact that the main station is built on the riverside as well is very, very nice indeed. So any excuse to incorporate the water into future plans. I'm just placing some torches along here so we can actually see what's going on, because there is a village not too far to the north of here. In fact, you can see it up there. That's going to be the terminus of this line. So we need to get some more bridge stuff. There's a skeleton firing at me. Need to get some more bridge building materials, which I will do off camera. And we're going to carry on extending this raised section all the way along here. We're going to build some stations along the way, obviously. And we're going to keep coming along this way, and then eventually it's going to go back underground somewhere, possibly around here, and then it's going to turn underneath this section, and then there's going to be a station underneath this village. Now I'm going to rebuild this village. This village is currently here, and it's all good and it's all very nice, but it's a bit messy. So I'm going to rebuild it. I'm going to flatten the land, and I'm going to rebuild all these buildings. So don't panic too much. Don't think it looks ugly, because it doesn't. This is going to become the village estate. These bloody spiders attacking me. This is going to become the village estate, and this is going to be part of what's known as City North. I should really be doing this in daylight. How long till daylight? Can I see a sun? In fact, can I see a moon? I can't. I'm looking, I can't see one. So it's probably not the best time to be showing you guys all this, but yeah, this is going to become City North here. So you can see there's Docklands, where the tower is. Then we've got the industrial sector here. This area here is the hub. And there'll be a huge park somewhere as well, which is going to be called Sanctuary Park. For those of you who've watched my Cities in Motion series, you'll know where that's from. There's also going to be a Gloucester Garden somewhere as well, but I haven't fully decided where. That meteor is going to be covered. That won't exist anymore. There's another village off in this direction, which will be incorporated into the city. And then you can see we're currently in this village here. Which is going to be one of the northern limits of the city. There's also another little bit up here. I'm not sure why that's actually there, because I haven't been over there before. That's a bit unusual. But yeah, overall, it's starting to come together again, this city. It's starting to come together. I'm going to put a torch up here. Except I can't, because that's a half slab. Can I get rid of that half slab? I can. Brilliant. I'll put that there, and then we'll put this on top. There we go. This is going to be like my beacon, so when I'm down there building, I can just about see the light from here, so I can see where my target is. But I think that's going to about do it for this episode, guys. It's a bit short, I know, and not very many exciting things have happened, but in terms of actual overall construction, it's all starting to come together. You can see where the central station is. You can see that there's going to be a line that comes out. In fact, all lines are going to come out in this direction and pass underneath this village through a tunnel. So this is actually going to become a critical part of the city. You can see the big crater over there that's going to be filled in. You can see apartment 4, which is the big tower block. Currently the tallest building in the city, although from up here it doesn't actually seem that tall, because this is fairly tall as well. It's built on a hill. What else have we got? You could just about make out the beacon for home, but you can't really see much of it. So yeah, there's plenty of work to do still, but overall it's starting to look very nice indeed. I'm quite pleased with how this is starting to look. Okay guys, so we're going to come back next time, and we're going to carry on working on the railway. I'm going to do a lot of work off camera as well, so I think the first episode back will just be me showing you guys what it is I've been up to. Yeah, I think that'll be best, because there's so much stuff that he's doing still. It's very, very boring just to sit and watch. And this city is a huge project. You know, I'm going to start blogging this project as well. So if you want to check out the blog, majeffries.blogspot.com is the place to go for that. It might be an easier way of seeing progression, actually. I'll be taking screenshots and uploading them on there. But, you know, there's something for everyone in this series, so I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with my ideas, and hopefully you guys are too. So, now it is actually time to wrap up the episode. Thank you very much guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and if you're enjoying the series. And until next time, I will see you soon.